From LALATE News headquarters in Santa Monica, this is the Midday Report on LALATE.
It's a big midday here on LALATE with big updates about your fourth stimulus check. In this fourth stimulus check update of 2021 today, I go over the big money that could be coming to you in the month of July. This is a monthly stimulus check that will be paid to you every month from July to at least December. It's the single biggest payout you've ever seen in the history of this channel. I'll go over how much, when you're going to get it, how you're going to get it, who will get it, and how I'll get to the finish line. Then I'll be cutting over to the big fifth stimulus check update for today, 2021 as well. The big money under fifth stimulus, and guess what? There is money in there for single people. There's money in there for seniors. There's money in there for a lot of other people besides just families, even though it's called the Families Act. All the big update across the board on that as well. Meantime, big updates about third stimulus. One big item from the third stimulus package just went live. Did you apply for it? I'll have all those details. And I'll also clarify the other items that are going live next week under the third stimulus package. A lot of money, a lot of details, and a lot of fun. I'm excited you're here. Let's get to it. This is Noontime LALATE. Hey, good noontime, everybody. How you doing? It's a big day here in Los Angeles. It is getting hot here in LA, but hope you're doing well. This is your latest fourth stimulus check update of 2021 today in this recording. And then the second half of the recording, I'll be going over the fifth stimulus package. Yes, the fifth stimulus check update today of 2021 as well. Meantime, I'll have big details about the other money under the third stimulus that just went live. Did you get it yet? I'll have all those details. But first, if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Biggest, fastest growing community there is, now approaching 1 year in about 3 days. Almost 400,000 subscribers. Make sure you subscribe. Also like this video. And if you're not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Casino VIP. Let's get to the details right off the bat. The fourth stimulus check will be a monthly check that'll start in the month of July and come to you every month thereafter. But how many months will there be of those four stimulus monthly checks? And how much will each check be? There's two proposals, the House proposal and the Senate proposal. They're both great. They're slightly different. Let's go over each of them one at a time. The House proposal is to provide you a stimulus check for the rest of the pandemic plus 1 more year. The first check would be $2,000, and then it'll be followed by a $1,000 reoccurring check that'll be continuing 1 year after the crisis is over. Let's compare the two stimulus packages proposals right now. So that is the House proposal. The House proposal is to give you a stimulus check for the remainder of the pandemic plus 1 year. So the pandemic, let's say, has 4 more months, then you would get 4 months plus an additional year, 12 months, 16 months of stimulus checks. The senators are proposing stimulus checks from now to December. The House members are progressives, the senators are moderates, and then the amount of the checks differ. The House members, the first check month would be $2,000, second month would be $1,000. The senators, the amount of the monthly check is unknown, but word on the street is it's this. Word on the street is the fourth stimulus check of 2021 will look like this. $2,000 a month from July to December, or $1,400 a month from July to December. $12,000 or $8,400. This is you. Let's go over the details right now. First, is that a check for the whole family? No, that is an individual check. So if you made less than $75,000, you're getting it. Married couple, $150,000 or less, you're getting it times 2. Family of 4, household of 4. You're getting 4 times that check. And if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, veterans benefits, you're getting those checks as well. Same qualifications as the third stimulus check package across the board. So adult dependents are getting it, and minor dependents are getting the stimulus checks as well. That's the fourth stimulus check. When, how much, how would it work? Let's go over those details. So the fourth stimulus check would go by a reconciliation process. On Afternoons LA Tonight and Evenings LA Tonight, I go over excruciating detail about what is a reconciliation process. I also detailed it on Mornings LA, which you can go watch now on the channel. It was released about 2 hours ago. I go over excruciating detail what is a recon. I'm not going to do it in this recording, but it's a 2-month process in which the House and senators write the bill and write the provisions that go in the bill. And it takes 2 months. So May they start, July they finish. Leader Schumer and Speaker Pelosi confirmed the vote would be no later than July 4th. And the first check you would get would be a check for the month of July, received in the month of July. The next check would be a check in the month of August for the month of August. There would be no waves of check like the third stimulus package because it's a monthly check. They can't afford to send it out in waves. And finally, it would not count towards income. It's not income. It's not a taxable event. It would not disqualify you from benefits. Very easy breezy across the board. All right, so that is your fourth stimulus check package. It is an add. Remember, the House members and the senators, they write bills, not the president. They have already confirmed it will be an add-on to the fourth stimulus package. They will add it in there on top of the president's climate, infrastructure, and roads. Now, fifth stimulus, which is in September, will go exactly the same process. Again, the president has certain proposals for the fifth stimulus. You're going to have them in incredible detail delivered to you tonight on Afternoons and Evenings LA. But the senators and the House members have already indicated they're going to add on to it an add-on, which is SSI and SSDI reform, which will raise your benefits across the board. How much is it? What is it? It's coming up in the second half of this recording. Stay with me in a second. But what I want you to know is that, and you're hearing for the first time ever on this channel, first time anywhere, I think on any channel, and the first time anywhere broadcast related, is that there's a lot of items of the third stimulus package, some of which date all the way back to the start of the pandemic, that are not slated to continue in the fourth stimulus package and slated to expire. So should we allow those things to expire, and what are they? I'm going to go over them right now. What's slated to expire after 3 stimulus packages and not slated to come back under the fourth stimulus package? They are everything for the businesses, everything for the renters, and everything for the employees for unemployment assistance. Yeah. So set to expire under the fourth, at the end of the third stimulus package, before we start the fourth stimulus package, is set to expire is all the business grants, EIDL, PPP, shuttered venue grant, restaurant grant, not slated to come back again under the fourth stimulus package yet. Unemployment benefits, PEUC, FPUC, PUA, not slated to come back. And finally, rent eviction moratorium, mortgage forbearance, utility assistance, renters assistance, mortgage assistance, not coming back under the fourth stimulus package so far. So if you want to push to get them in there, viewers of this channel, who I affectionately call the Purple Power, start pushing. Here's my opinion. I think you absolutely categorically have to have the unemployment assistance continue. We saw yesterday the new unemployment numbers were released, and they were worse. They were slightly worse. But even if they weren't worse, Janet Yellen, your Treasury Secretary, Jerome Powell, your President of the United States, myself, have all said that the long-term unemployment numbers will not be fully restored until the end of December. So why is unemployment assistance expiring in September? Remember, the fourth stimulus package starts in May, is voted on in July, and then they leave. If you were with me on this channel last year, you remember what happens in July. Congress leaves in July. So if you think these items should not expire in September while they're on vacation, start the push to get them in the fourth stimulus package. All right, now let me cut to the incredible great news about the items that are going live under third stimulus, even in the last few minutes, and then the items that are going live in the next week and things that are not going live that other YouTube channels are telling you you're getting, which are absolutely totally wrong. First, let me go over the excitement minutes ago. Minutes ago, the restaurant grant from SBA did go live in preview mode. So go to sba.gov to see that. Also, reach out to your local SBA division. They're sending out emails today about clinics on how to apply for it. Those emails are going out. Incredible, great news across the board. That is new today. The Shutter Venue Grant went live 2 days ago. Going live next week, wow. Rent, utilities, homeowners assistance, homeowners utilities, mortgage assistance, under third stimulus also going live. It has not gone live. It's going live in the month of May, and May is next week. Even on Larry Kudlow's calculator, May is next week. So congratulations. Get ready for those monies. What else is going live in May? Going live in May is the return of the money, the return of the taxes you paid on your unemployment when you filed a 2020 tax return. Now, boy, this is the one that certain YouTube channels either absolutely don't know anything of what they're talking about or are just lying through their teeth to create clickbait. They're saying that you're getting a check of $10,200, which is a stimulus check next month. Let me tell you everything that's wrong about that. One, no American in the entire United States is getting a check of $10,200 next month. That's first one. Second, it's not a stimulus check. Third, it's not even a positive cash flow. It's not like you're making money on the deal. It's a break even. So let me explain what's going on and what you're actually getting. This is what you're getting. If you filed a tax return for 2020 and paid taxes on your unemployment assistance, then you're getting a refund of the tax amount you paid on just that amount of the unemployment. So you're not getting $10,200 back to you. You're getting back the taxes you paid on that. So if, let's say, you had a total tax bill last year, $5,000, and of the $5,000, $120 of it was the taxes you paid on your unemployment assistance, you're getting a check back of $120. You're not getting back $10,000 and you're not getting back $5,000. You're only getting back the taxes that you paid on the unemployment assistance. Hopefully this made that clear for you across the board. Also happening in just a few days in July, but kicking into high gear in May, is the money for the children. Now, why am I covering something from July now? I'm going to tell you right now. Your personal 2020 tax return is due in May. Yep, it's due in May. And so if you are wondering if you're going to get the money for the children in July, you got to listen to this one right now. Again, this is where YouTube channels are butchering the subject. They're saying that, some are saying that only certain people are getting the $3,600. Other people are saying you're automatically getting it. Both of the things are incorrect. Here's what you need to know. There is only two qualifications at issue to get the $3,600 or $3,000 for the child care, paid $300 a month or $250 a month starting the month of July. One, you made less than $75,000 individual, and two, the IRS knows the child exists. That's it. I mean, that is basically it. And when I say they know it exists, they know it's your dependent. They know it's your child. They know the child's with you. That is it. So if you're on SSI or SSDI, Social Security Rural Benefits, can you get this? Absolutely. Absolutely. If you don't work, do you get this? Absolutely. Now, here are the two groups of people who will not get it. One, and not get it until they fix something. And that fixing is due in just a few days. First, you don't file tax returns and you're on SSI and SSDI. They're not going to know the child exists. If you don't file tax returns, they have no idea this child exists or is with you or anything about the child. So you need to reach out to your tax preparer ASAP and get that 2020 return ready. Second, you do file tax returns, but you suddenly have a new child since the pandemic started or since the last tax year, and IRS doesn't know that child exists because you've never told them the child exists. You do need to make sure that the IRS knows that child exists on your return. These are two situations you need to fix ASAP because this is a lot of money, and that money is hitting across the board. Coming up in the second half of this recording, I'm going to do something I've never done before, which is I'm going to go over what money is in the fifth stimulus package for single people. The president calls the fifth stimulus package the family plan. Well, it's not a good choice of words. Why? Because there's stuff in there for single people. The family plan. It sounds like it's, you work. No, there's money in there for seniors. There's money in there for single individuals. There's money in there for 19-year-olds. Yep, there's money in there for 19-year-old single people that work. And there's money for people on benefits, and there's money in there for seniors. So why did he call it that? I'll have all those details for you after the commercial break. Stay with me. I'll be back in 60 seconds. But first, here's a little bit about the community page. The volunteers can help you get that money for rent and utilities, and especially with the new money coming live in May. Stay with me. I'll be back in 60 seconds. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues in about 2 hours from now as Afternoons LALATE heats up at 4 p.m. Afternoons LALATE is a double dose of shows. There's 2 Afternoons LALATE. The first one is live, and during that live broadcast, I jump into the live chat and answer your questions on air. So join me on that Afternoons LALATE show coming up next. Then we go into this evening's programming schedule. A big Afternoons LALATE show tonight in which I show for you the big items that are not in the fourth stimulus package but need to go in there, and what could still slide into the fifth stimulus package. Then we go into evenings LALATE in which I go line item after line item of what's in the fifth stimulus package. You're going to be surprised what's in there. You haven't heard it until tonight's recording. And then we're back with LA Late Night tonight at 10 p.m. It's an irreverent, humor-only broadcast with Javita Late and Sirloin. How are you? It's a big noontime show. I hope you're having a beautiful day. We made it to the weekend. You ready to crush the weekend? If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. This is the fastest growing community channel online, biggest for financial news, keep you ahead of the ball game, and keep your feet stable on the ground during all this. Also, like this video, try to do through 3,000 likes. Every like you do helps in the algorithm ranking. Thank you, Sandy, for your help. And everyone else trying to get those likes up. Help this video rank #1. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member at the top of the chat or at the pinned comment. You want to become a member because you'll get access to all this, which is what's in the fifth stimulus package and the fourth. All right, let's turn to the fifth stimulus package. Let me give you your fifth stimulus check update of 2021 starting right now. Those Democrats are doing a great job in the House and Senate because they're putting in SSI and SSDI reform into the fifth stimulus package. Let's go over what it's going to be. They're going to increase your benefits, increase the asset limits, add an inflationary benchmark, and then they're going to remove the income exclusion and remove the marriage penalty. This is part of the fifth stimulus package, part of the incredible reform they're giving you, and I'm going to go over all that starting right now so you understand what that means. First, they're going to increase your benefits across the board. So they're going to increase SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits, all that across the board. If you're on 1 or 2 benefits, they're going to increase as well. They're going to take all your benefits and bring it up to a big new number. Congratulations. Then they're going to tie your benefits to inflation. Wow. So as inflation goes up, your benefits will go up every December. Inflation's set to go up 2 to 4% every December over the next few years, says the Federal Reserve. And if inflation goes through the roof, your benefits will go through the roof. Then they're going to remove the asset cap. It dates back to 1984, which says for some of you, you can't keep more than $3,000 on hand. Gone away will be that rule. Also gone away will be the income cap. That income cap is dating back to the 1962 law that says you can't work and still get benefits. They'll allow you to work $1,000 or $2,000 a month approximately, take in $10,000, $12,000, $24,000 a year of income and still stay on benefits. And finally, the income exclusion. Finally, the marriage penalty. If you know what the marriage penalty is, you've suffered it, it's going away. Very easy breezy. To which you're going to ask, are they going to hurt something else? No. So they're not going to modify your benefits to hurt something else. They're not improving the system to hurt us, to hurt Medicare and Medicaid, to hurt SNAP. That's not the way they're going to do it. And then the question, when? So again, this is a reconciliation process. It starts in September, probably done around October. You would see the impact in your pocketbook in November. And away we go. Away we go. So now what I want to turn to under fifth stimulus and fourth stimulus is where are the items in there for certain type of people? This is what you need to know before we start. The president is a messenger. The president is, in a way, almost an entertainer as well. He has to keep people interested. I could have cut in live to the president's press briefing right now. He's in in New England at an announcement of the 50th anniversary of Amtrak, but it's all pageantry. There's no real substance to the message. Here's what I want you to know: is that the fourth stimulus package is called the American Jobs Plan, but there's a lot of stuff in there that has nothing to do with jobs. Yeah, and the fifth stimulus package in September is called the American Family Plan. And you can't imagine how many people private messaged me and said, but I'm single, I don't have kids, this won't be for me. And I said, no, he just chooses these words that are very vague and restrictive, and then people think that they're not included. So the American Family Plan has a lot of stuff for single kids and single working guys and gals, and I'm going to go over it right now. The most notable one of it is the hazard pay. Hazard pay is making a run again in the fifth stimulus package. Let me go over the details of it, what it is, how much it is, and how I think it should be modified. So, before the pandemic, there was a thing called the Earned Income Tax Credit, which was modified in the third stimulus package law in January, the hazard pay provision, that said the following: 19 years or older, less than $25,000 income, and you worked as essential worker hazard pay individual, you can get a $1,504 earned income tax credit on your 2020 return. Good. Wonderful. Here's what the fifth stimulus package is proposing to do with that. Make it permanent. Oh, I like that. Now, I don't think it's enough. The third stimulus package, what they did was it made the number bigger and made the eligibility a little bit broader. I would prefer under the fifth stimulus package, it do more of that. I think the amount of $1,504 is too low. I think the amount should be higher. And the bigger one is I think the eligibility should be much broader. I've had a lot of viewers who made $30,000, and they say, "So I'm out of tough luck. I'm out of luck because they capped this at $25,000 to get this $1,504." I said, "Yeah." So I don't like the capping it at $25,000, and I don't like the amount of $1,504. So if you agree with me, take this video and share it on social media. Tag the president, tag his cabinet members. Say, this fifth stimulus package, we like it, but the third stimulus package was too restrictive for the earned income tax credit. It should be bigger, and it should be more money, and should have more people included in the eligibility of it. How about other things for single people or for seniors, especially? Well, in addition to that, there is an extension of a third stimulus package law that really helps seniors, people on benefits, and young people, which is the expansion of the lowering of the health insurance premiums for those who buy coverage on their own. So it did this incredible idea of making insurance premiums cheaper, the third stimulus package. What they're proposing on the fifth stimulus package is to make it permanent. That helps a lot of people. It doesn't just help families. It's incredible across the board. Finally, there is vague language that needs more clarification to expand SNAP. SNAP is for SSI and SSDI. It's for single people. It's for seniors. It's for young people. It's all different walks of life. Anyone can qualify for SNAP if they make less than a certain amount of money or they're on benefits. They don't make anything. Here's how SNAP is so helpful. SNAP is a program that predates COVID, but during COVID, Trump added a 15% increase on it for 6 months, and Biden added another 15% on top of it for another 6 months. So it's now increased for 15% for 1 year. Good. A family of four in Hawaii, for example, would normally get $1,500 a month, now is getting upwards of $16,000 a year for that family of four in Hawaii. That's incredible. So why stop it? Why even make it that small? Go bigger, go bolder. I think the SNAP benefits should be increased. That 15% increase should be longer than it is currently. I think it should be carried out a few more years. And I think it can even go bigger and bolder. Here's what's important is that when you get money for food, if you get money to pay for your food, that's extra money, cash you have now sitting around that you didn't spend on food that you can spend on something else. So you have a car in the driveway and the wheels, you need new tires. Now you'll have that extra money to get the tires because the federal government's paying for your SNAP, paying for your food. Or you had a dental procedure you couldn't afford to do. Now, because the federal government's picking up your SNAP, you have that extra money available to go get that as well. And that is your fourth stimulus check, your third stimulus check, and your fifth stimulus check. There's a lot of details happening. And boy, a lot more could happen in just a few hours. As we start the new day, it's very exciting to see that those grants are now starting to go live. But we're still waiting for the other grants to go live. We're still waiting for that rent and utilities and food to go live next week. And there's a lot of other things that are still happening. So remember that stimulus checks are one part of the equation. But in addition to the other parts of the equation, there's a lot of other moolah that is hitting left and right under third stimulus and fourth stimulus. I don't want you to miss any of that money across the board. And I don't want to miss you to miss me either. So join me as the excitement continues with 2 hours from now as Afternoons LALATE returns at 4 p.m. I'll be back in 2 hours from now answering your questions on air. So make sure if you did not watch Mornings LALATE earlier today, go watch that show. That was a very comprehensive show going over what's in fifth stimulus. And watch that show. If you're watching this show live or tape, bring your questions to me on the next show in 2 hours from now. That's Afternoons LA's first show. And then we go into our evening schedule. 6 p.m. Afternoons LA returns with a big broadcast. Boy, that is going to be very big across the board. I'll be going over fourth stimulus, fifth stimulus, and also the new developments for third stimulus. Then we get back to Evenings LA at 8 p.m. And then we get into LA Late Night at 10 p.m. Finally, a couple of big economic data that came in minutes ago that I think is very important for you to know, especially in the context of what we're talking about with unemployment expiring and not currently slated for fourth stimulus. A new report really talked about commodities and how they've gone through the roof. You know that lumber's gone through the roof, but did you also know that a lot of other big products that are used to create consumer goods have gone through the roof, 20 to 70% up? Now, whether they're supposed to be going up or they're using COVID as an excuse to go up through the roof, those products, everything from platinum to copper, have gone up substantially. And now consumer businesses that create consumer staples have said they're going to pass the buck over to you. They're increasing consumer goods. Well, increasing consumer goods means your dollar is worth less if the products cost more. That is why I think that when you're looking at fourth stimulus, you really need to consider maybe we really do need to continue PEUC, FPUC, and PUA into September. We shouldn't let them expire in July. It's ill-advised. No one knows exactly where this economy is going, and certainly on a week in which we saw the unemployment numbers come in worse than the week before, this week, You never know what happens. And with that, if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino, and VIP. Finally, I thank everyone for being so kind this week. Everyone has just been really, really nice. One of the things I'll recommend to you as well is that if you're a new person and you're jumping into the live chat, say, hi, I'm a newbie. And if you see a newbie, say, hi, how are you? Where are you from? Be interactive with them. One of the things I do hear from new people is they're trying to interact with old viewers of this channel, old original viewers of this channel, and they want to make sure that they're invited and welcome. So if you're a newbie, say you're a newbie, and if you see a new face, say hello, how are you, and where you're from. And with that, thank you for joining me on a big noontime LA. I'll see you back in 2 hours from now as afternoon's LA heats up.